Hello, friends. How are you? This is Marina Shepelsky, and this is our bi-weekly live talking about immigration news. And today we actually have a topic, and our topic is VAWA I-360 petition, how it helps you get a green card. I'm going to highlight my comment here because for now that's what we're going to talk about right here. Our topic today is VAWA I-360 petition. How it helps you get a green card, how the process works, what can it do for you if you're still undocumented in the United States. But first, let's talk about why you should listen to me. Who am I, right? Who am I? If you are a new subscriber, welcome, first of all. And in the comments, while I'm telling you more about myself, please write where you guys are watching me from. That will help me, and I will give you a shout out. I just want to say hi, get the feeling for where you guys are watching me from, and that also helps me figure out about. Well, let's get right into it. Where are you watching me from? Please write in the comments. I'm gonna start my comments here on Instagram by saying hello. Um, StreamYard, I see you guys have questions. I will get to them, but today we have a topic. So we will talk about VAWA. But first, let me tell you about where I am. I'm in New Jersey, and my office is in New York. So give me a shout out if you're watching me from New York or New Jersey, and give me a wave. Um, actually, I wanted to add 1 second. I wanted to add my LinkedIn account also. All right. Hello to my LinkedIn friends. Hi, I'm Marina Shepelsky. For our new subscribers, I'm a New York-based attorney, immigration lawyer, and we do file for marriage-based green cards. There's a question from Joy Chowdhury. We do, and we will talk about that today. But our main topic is law. So I came here as an immigrant from Ukraine when I was 12, and I came here with my parents and my mom's mom, so grandma. And I've been here since 1989. I've seen already quite a few presidents come and go, but the last three, Trump, Biden, Trump, has got everybody's head spinning, looking at politics. Everything is so like changing every day. Every day something new is going on. Max is from USA. Thank that you are from USA. Thank you so much for watching. From Maryland, um, let's see. Drop me comments where you're watching me from. So basically, I went to college and I wanted to be a doctor when I went to college, not a lawyer. Then I changed my mind. I decided, okay, I can help people in a different way. One way would be to become a lawyer, and I was good at that, and I had jobs while I was working. So when I was going to school, college, part time, I was working part time, and oh my God, I'm gonna move my microphone because I'm always touching it. Okay, also, I'm trying my new microphone. So if you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook, please drop in the comments if you can hear me. Let me know how is the sound. Please actually stop this for 1 second. Not stop, not stop me. I can hear the sound. And because I'm trying to use a microphone, you guys. How can the sound be improved? I'm using a microphone for Instagram. I hope you guys on Instagram can hear me. And I'm using a brand new microphone for my Facebook stuff. And I'm hoping that you can hear me there as well. Here, I'm gonna turn on the sound for 1 second. Can you hear me on Facebook? I can't tell if you can hear me on YouTube, you guys. Oh, you can hear me, but it's very loud. You're saying, okay, okay. Max, thank you for helping me. How about now, Max, with the sound? Is this better? I moved it away. Can you hear me? I'm trying to move the sound, like to work the sound out because, oh gosh, I don't know. How is this? How is this sound? Max, you're my only hope here. Can you let me know, please, how the sound is now? I'm struggling with the microphone today. All right. So, oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Max. Thank you. You're really helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, this is better, right? Okay. Okay. Let's continue. So I'm an immigrant too. Thank you for Sandy, total salty hair. Also for helping me out. Okay, fine. We got the sound. I'm gonna try not to talk as loud anymore because now I don't have to talk loud because I have two microphones. So there's no need to. Oh, better. He's writing to me in Ukrainian. Thank you so much. Okay, so everyone, I'm an immigration lawyer for over 20 years, 21 years. Been in the U.S. since 1989, and this is all I do. I do immigration law. I do these laws. I do consultations. I do a lot of research. I write blogs. I'm going to conferences. I go to court. This is all I do constantly: immigration, immigration, immigration. So our favorite kind of case in our office, really, truly, and I mean that, is VAWA I-360 petition. Let's talk about that. What is it? How do you use it? And basically, this is one of the very few ways that legalizing U.S. works, right? So VAWA is for people who are married to a U.S. citizen or even a green card holder, and these people end up in a bad marriage. It happens. It happens that you get married to somebody, you think they're going to be the love of your life, they're the one, but it doesn't work out. So a lot of people have this issue, and it comes up. People marry U.S. citizens, green card holders, thinking that they're going to be great. They grew up in the United States a lot of times, right? They're naturalized, they were born here, but they're not great. They mistreat you. They treat you badly. They put you down. They humiliate you, call you names, hit you, physically abuse you. Sometimes there's sexual abuse, and every story is different, but the bottom line is the same. People try to use their US citizenship status as something that they can hold over their spouse's head. They blackmail their spouse with this status, and that's really bad. And in those cases, the US government allows you to file for your own status. You don't need them to sponsor you anymore. We filed the form I-360, and we file your green card application in many cases. Now, not every single case you can file straight away for a green card. For example, if you've been deported before, you already have a judge's order of deportation. We wait to file for your green card until much later in the process, right? But it happens. So in most cases, yes, we file for green card right away, and a work permit, and even an advanced parole, even for people who entered without a visa. So one of the great things about I'm going to turn this off so you don't keep looking at my comment. Okay, there you go. So one of the great things about VAWA is that it forgives having entered the US with no visa. No problem. It forgives it. Says no problem. Come in. You're abused. You're married to a US citizen or green card holder, even if you're divorced up to 2 years though. And we will let you legalize. So we file a form, we attach your story, we attach proof that you've never been arrested or that you've been arrested, but something minor, right? We attach documents to show you're a good moral person. We attach a lot of joint documents from this marriage, you still have to prove that this marriage was real. But the great thing about this process is that there's no interview testing for the VAWA elements. You have to prove the VAWA elements, and those are real marriage, good moral character, and abuse in the case. You prove it by papers alone. There's no interview to test if you were really abused or if you were really married, none of that. But your papers have to be strong. Your papers must show this was a real marriage. Your papers must show that you meant to live a life with this person. You meant to have a family with them. Your papers must show you're a good moral character person. And the abuse too have to be shown by paper. So we go to a psychologist, we go to a psychiatrist, we get witness letters from family and friends showing that they've seen you together as a couple, you were really married, this was for real, but the spouse started to abuse you. Now, people have different situations. There's men and there's women who get into these situations. People are older and younger. They live in different places. We represent people all over the United States doing this kind of work. Even if you have a court case in the past or right now, you can switch. If you have an asylum case, you can switch to VAWA. If you have a deportation case for some other reason, you can switch to VAWA if you're married. Another kind of VAWA actually is not related to marriage. It's when you have a child who is a citizen and they turn 21, and that child also lives with you and treats you badly. I've had a couple of cases where people had from different countries. Somebody from Pakistan had a child who is 23, 25 years old, was born here. They're a citizen, has schizophrenia. You know, bad relationship with mom because the kid doesn't have good mental health. Drug use. Kids use drugs. Kids do crazy things, you know. So if that's the case, we can file for VAWA as well. So keep this in mind. It's a great tool. We do a lot of it, a lot of it. And we've helped hundreds and hundreds of people get a green card in the US through VAWA. But you have to have patience. It does take like 4 years now under current regime to get your VAWA green card like that. Okay? So basically, we had, so since we're talking about VAWA, I'm just giving you an example. We received a green card for a lady earlier this week. She came here from Dominican Republic as a kid, no visa. Her parents brought her here without a visa. And she's just been sitting here illegally, but she married a US citizen in 2021. He filed for her. Then USCIS denied the green card because she didn't come in with a visa, which is a big problem for green card. Then he tried to file an appeal, they did a waiver, and then while all this is happening, and that happens a lot, this marriage fell apart. It just fell apart when she started to abuse her mom. So she came to us in 2022 in really bad, desperate mental health, this bad situation, explaining that she was hoping that she was going to get her papers for the marriage, but her husband is now abusing her. She's not going to be able to stick it out and stay with him for much longer. So I said, don't worry, let's file the VAWA. We filed the VAWA, we sent her to a psychologist, she picked somebody in her area. You put together a story. That's what we did. We put together a story. We got her family and friends to write letters explaining what they've seen. We put together all the papers that they already had prepared for the marriage case, because we do file the marriage cases as well. Not in this case, but we do. And those are like joint leases, joint tax returns, joint bills, joint trips together, pictures, letters from family and friends. We put all of that together. We got her to do, we have in our office a kit to put your fingerprints in the office. We ran it for FBI. This way we get cleared for crimes all over all the 50 states. We sent it in, and she got approved for her VAWA in 2024. So it only took her 2 years, but then it took like a whole other year, year and a half to get the green card. So finally, last week, this lady received the green card. I called her personally to congratulate her. really happy case. We had some people here watching today. We did have some people here who constantly used to post here and read, and they also got their green card approved. And look, there's Manish Shetty that says, I have a VAWA approved green card. And that's the thing. People get VAWA approved. It's amazing. And he has a question, can he marry somebody now that he is divorced? Will it impact my citizenship application? Since your VAWA is approved, your green card is approved through VAWA, you can marry. No problem. You marry somebody else, it's not a problem. You are able to get citizenship after 3 years, only 3 years. Now, will this affect your citizenship? I don't know. They might ask you why you're getting married so quick, but it's not that quick because the VAWA took so long. If you can hold off to get married until you become a citizen, honestly, that would be much better to do. I'm being honest. It's not going to be like a problem if people ask you as valid questions. So to avoid that, it would be better. All right, let's get into your questions. Um, okay, before I do immigration news today, usually I give you guys some immigration news. Major things that are going on right now is last weekend, the Trump administration sent this really nasty executive order threatening immigration lawyers, basically telling immigration lawyers that all of us are holding up the system. We keep suing them for violating civil rights. We do fraudulent immigration cases. We're bad, and he asked his attorney general to start sanctioning immigration lawyers. We are not backing down. I'm not afraid. I do what I'm supposed to do. This is my job, and their job is to run this country. It is not to punish lawyers and judges for protecting immigrant rights and civil rights. So we're all going to go back to what we do, and we're not afraid of Trump, and you shouldn't be afraid either. Another immigration news is that he signed another executive order yesterday saying that you will need to show proof of your U.S. citizenship to vote in a federal election. And we'll see how well that ends up in court. But that was the news, right? So we talked about VAWA today. We talked about the news a little bit. Let's get into your questions. Any chamber says, what if the NYC in Jamaica have visa for F3 category, but my priority date is not current? Will I have to wait until it's current even if they have a visa for F3 category? You always have to wait for the visa to become current in the visa bulletin and wait for them to contact you and see that they're working on your case. She said she got her case number and ID number, but not yet any payment because they're not ready yet to process you. You're not current on your visa date. MH Hussein says, hello, attorney. Good morning. Hello, hello. My motion to terminate was granted and dismissed. So his case in court, in immigration court, was dismissed by immigration judge based on approved. Oh, congratulations. Amazing. But joint motion to the BIA jurisdiction is still pending. What will happen now? Well, if the judge dismissed your case, then you're fine, and you should just file for a green card. But talk to your lawyer. Your lawyer will have better advice for you because I cannot give legal advice in a show. Okay? Aziz says I entered without inspection to 2013 asking for asylum. Later, I got to American for citizen and got my green card through VAWA. Oh, amazing! A lot of VAWA people here today. Thank you. Thank you for speaking up and being great. Thank you. Anyway, I got my green card through VAWA petition and my removal was terminated. Can I now travel outside of US for 2 months? Yes, absolutely. If you have an advance parole, your hearing was terminated, no more court, you have your green card, you can travel. But please, Aziz, be careful with what you have in the papers. I'm sorry, in your phone and in your personal devices that you don't have. Keep doing that. You don't have any bad critical stuff about the government, about supporting Hamas, anything like that. Again, Hussein says, May, 31, pending an immigration judge on a motion to dismiss. But so your question is, can you get a travel authorization while your joint motion with the BIA is pending? You can, but I don't know if you should be traveling. You don't have a green card yet. I don't know if you should be traveling. Damien says, when doing marriage green card applications, currently, when do you get a review, before biometric appointment or after biometric appointment? Usually after. Tito says, hi, Marina. The gorilla says, hi, Miss Marina, how long does it take to get the work permit after filing U visa? When U visa is gets something called the bona fide determination, like 2.5, 3 years after filing. Didos wants to know, what is the current risk of using advance parole to travel when you have a pending VAWA and your application was extended? Uh, the general risk is that something on your phone is going to be not exactly what it should be, that you stayed out too long. There's a lot of risks. I don't know if you're traveling or not, to be honest. If you don't have a green card, I'm really advising people not to travel unless you really have to, okay? Um, Baba Traore, hello, says, hi, is it a good time when USA says they could not make a final decision and I've already filed and I refuse the birth certificate? Usually it's good. It means they're practicing the case and you can always submit that. Manish Shetty says, I have VAWA approved green card. Oh, we talked about this. Okay, some questions from Instagram. Joy Shepherd 24 says wants to know the fee structure and how long one should wait until after getting married. So to file for a marriage-based green card, I usually tell people to wait like 6 to 8 months after marriage to file. The government fee for green card, family petition, advance parole, and work permit is about $3,050. So about 3,000. Our fees vary. I recommend to collect all the joint documents and to wait to file for a marriage green card for about 6 to 8 months from the date of marriage, because the way you structure that, when you file it, it takes a year and a half approximately for approval. Hopefully, you'll get immediately a 10-year green card. Thank you for sending to hair with sound health. Idle nonsense, we can hear you. Okay. Kunal is another VAWA person. Hi, hello, Kunal. I currently have a VAWA work permit and parole document with me. Do you think it's safe for me to travel to my home country and come back to USA? Do you think I might have any issues on my trip back to USA? Just because you have advanced parole and work permit, you're okay to travel, right? But be careful. They search your phone. They try to find ways to detain you and stop you at the border. Right now, it's a very sensitive time. If you haven't been home for 10 years, just be careful. Maybe it's not a bad idea to leave your phone here in the US. Travel and buy like a cheap smartphone, like an old iPhone in the country. Bring it with you. Buy a local SIM card. Use it and then give it away before you leave. Throw it away. That's all. NSC says output of our case is that the partner is in jail. The fact that they're in jail probably helps with proving that news because you can show it that this is a bad guy. But on the other hand, they can say, well, you should have moved more careful when you get married, and they will see what joint documents you have with them. Even if you don't have a lot uh, of documents and they're in jail, that alone is not going to help you. You have to show a lot of joint documents. It's just one of the factors, not the only factor, you know. Pete wants to know how to apply for work permit. So there's three major categories that you're allowed to file for a work permit. One, if you are approved for an immigrant visa with work permit as part of it, a work visa. Two is if you file for a green card, and three is if you file for asylum. I mean, there's some other ways, but those are the three major ones. Maria wants to know, what are your thoughts on green card laws for asylees and refugees? I'm not sure there's a pause for everyone. I know that Ukrainians, that's on pause right now. But generally speaking, I think it will be okay. But right now, it's like a very difficult period because there's the new administration and there's a period of adjustment. It's only like end of March. He only became a resident on January 20th. It's going to take time, basically. Newell Shift Lee says, how long does it take to get married visa after I completed everything? It depends on what point you are in the process. Like, in other words, you attended the interview. If you already went to your marriage interview in the embassy, it will probably take another month or two at most, no more than that. Meet 96 says, I'm from India. Is there any way to apply for a green card from the home country? Refugee status. You can apply under the Law and Work program if you get a visa for being in your religion. That's one of the ways. All right. Manish says, okay. Unless my wife might have different asylum cases, we're waiting for our interviews. Her case is no longer relevant. She doesn't want to go to the interview. Can she close her asylum case and join my case? Talk to your attorney. Potentially, yes, but you should definitely be very careful closing her case because she will get immediately kicked into deportation proceedings if you close her case. It's probably better to not close her case, leave it open. Kunal says, I currently have a work permit through VAWA and parole document. Do you think it's safe to travel to my home country? So I have already said that right now it's probably not very safe for anybody. Margarita says, husband and I filed the I-130 and I-35. This is the marriage green card form. The I-130 was approved, but the I-35 was denied because the husband isn't arriving yet. What does he need to do? Reopen his deportation case? Was there another option? This is a very complicated question. I would, call us for a consultation. Our phone number is on the bottom of the screen, and we probably need all the papers and the old removal order, and we'll talk about what possibilities he has. And by the way, if you guys need a consultation, we'll be happy to help. Phone numbers in my profile on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're watching me. All my contact info is probably my picture, my avatar, all the contact is there. Margarita says he has to. JG, I traveled last December with my events parole. I had no problems coming back. I'm traveling again this coming May. I hope it will be safe to travel again. Different times, my friend. It's very different from last December. If you have a phone, it will search your phone, it will search your stuff, it will try to find something to really give you very careful traveling. All right, guys. I think I will be wrapping. Thank you so much for watching. This will be in recording on my platform, so you can go watch it full length if you want later. And I have to stop touching my hair and everything and disturbing my microphone. Please tell me next time you're reminding me not to do that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, not next week, in 2 weeks. I will have more news, interesting topics for you. Thank you to all my VAWA friends here watching and helping me talk about VAWA. It's a great tool and it helps people who are married to valid U.S. citizens or green card holders, or if your kid who is a citizen or green card holder just becomes a really abusive whole. And then Kay says, I look amazing. Thank you so much. I worked out this morning with a trainer for yoga because I need to start moving. All I do is sit like this, the way you see me, and type. Sit, talk, type. Sit, talk, type. So I have to start moving, and I'm back to yoga. Thank you so much. Luciana says, Привет, Marina, which is hello, Marina. Sending everybody a shout out for watching. I saw that somebody was watching me from Maryland today. Oh, New York. And then K1216 is from New York. Very nice. Thank you. Um, so hello to my Maryland and New York friends. Thank you. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.